All right, welcome to Commander Clash, and this theme is kind of wonky. We're kind of doing a period piece where we're only playing with cards from Alpha at the very beginning of the game till 1999, which is about Exodus. So only those cards are available to us to build around, and whatever cards that are available online, like we don't have all the cards with that time period allowed. Like, we don't have Portal and we don't have like some of the core sets cards, but we have most of them. So with this weird constraint, it's going to be almost kind of like how Pauper was so different from regular Commander. It's going to be really weird decks. So starting it off, we'll see what Seth is bringing to the table.
I am playing Skeleton Ship, which is 3, a blue and a black for a legendary creature skeleton, probably ship. It kind of trails off there at the end and I can't see what it says. I'm assuming the creature type is Skeleton Ship. When you control no islands, you have to sacrifice it. You can tap it to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, and it is a 0/3. So, kind of a blue-black control-y type deck. Maybe, maybe not with Stasis, but you guys will find out.
My fingers are crossed for that. Just want to see it once. All right, Richard, what are you up to?
It is my time to shine. This is when I started playing Magic Boys. So I'm playing Vhati il-Dal. You can basically make a creature have base power or toughness 1 until end of turn. And he's a 4 to cast 3/3, so it's not actually that bad. And I'm playing green-black, every sweet interaction combo you can find in those colors. So I have the rock deck. 1999 rock.
Awesome. That's really cool. Jake, what are you up to?
All right, my deck's name this week is When in Doubt, Jund them out. So I'm playing Jund and a bunch of, I'll call it in quotation marks, good creatures. There were no good creatures back in the day, but I'm playing the least bad creatures so that I can return them from my graveyard to my hand with Adun and then recast them again. So that's what I'm up to, just value creatures, pretty straightforward.
Jund least bad stuff.
Exactly, least bad stuff.
Grinding out with pretty okay cards. Alright, and this is Tomer. I'm running Taniwha. He is a 7/7 Trampler for 5, so very mana efficient just on the surface, and 7 power is actually that sweet spot in Commander because he can kill theoretically in only 3 hits to do that lethal 21 Commander damage. So he's kind of like a Voltron Commander, but he also has a drawback, and the drawback is twofold. Yes, he himself has phasing, which means he doesn't exist for half the turns he's in play. And at the beginning of your upkeep, all lanes you control phase out. So basically, you either have Taniwha or you have lanes to cast spells, but you don't have both. So he has a very interesting playstyle. He's kind of Voltron-y, kind of interactions with the absence of lands, and it should be fun. Opening hand doesn't look too good. I have lands, but I don't have any ramp. So I'm going to get greedy and probably ship it. Yeah.
I'm going to keep.
Ooh, this is much better.
I'll keep.
My hand doesn't do anything, but I'm going to keep.
Wait. I'll keep this.
So were you inspired by my phasing shenanigans last week? Is that why you brought out the phasing serpent?
What was that card? Teferi's Veil. Yeah, it was fantastic. And I thought, what would be fun with the phasing mechanics, since we do include visions this time. And I found Taniwha, and I was instantly in love. I have no idea if he's going to be good or not, but he looks awesome. And I have a pretty strong start, considering all things considered. Turn 1 Mana Vault.
Aye.
So, that's nice. And then I'll pass the turn. So we have a pretty big variety this week. We have Seth with Control, Richard with the Rock, so also kind of like mid-range control. And then we have like Grindy Jund and actually Voltron this time.
So you guys lose off the bat with the 9th edition land and an Odyssey land. Old border here, thank you. Unfortunately, Lawnmower Elf, they didn't print the original art on Moto, so I have this white bordered garbage, but it'll do.
So I was actually...
If they lose for their lands, then I like super lose for this. I'm playing full art Battle for Zendikar.
That's not even trying.
Oh my! Everyone has ramp except me. Fight amongst yourselves for a few turns.
I actually ran out of the older islands. I put in as many as I had, so this is just like the last few slots. But I was looking to see how much just like the old school original Alpha islands were, and I saw they were being sold for like 0.2 tickets, which is way too rich for my blood. So I just skipped that. Ooh, this is a pretty sweet play, actually. A really early Luzon, Scholar General. So he has horsemanship, which means basically you can't block him. And whenever he deals damage, he draws a card.
So here's the honorary Edric, right here.
I might have a certain style of play. I'm not gonna lie. And I may or not be running Mystic Remora. So.
Forest. Rampant Growth.
Ooh. Did you stick to all old school editions?
I tried to get the old school editions, but I do have a couple whiteboarded cards because those cards just didn't exist online. But I have the oldest cards you could possibly get on Moto. Most of them have the original art, which is what I'm really looking for.
You may win points for just keeping it the theme this time.
I guess I'll just hit Seth.
And I didn't even counter your rampant growth.
Mana drain into like air elemental, yeah.
So believe it or not, this was once printed way back then. I thought it was like for the first time showing up in Innistrad, but that is not the case. I'm gonna mulch.
What set was this from?
I think it showed up in Odyssey. Like
It is from Stronghold
Ooh.
originally.
Wow.
And I can't do anything, so I'll just play land and pass the turn.
My swamp's so much better than your swamp. Come on, look at this. I was surprised they had the old frames on Moto. I was afraid that they'd have the old art, but they do frames, but they actually have the old frames.
I need to draw a land. So I'm gonna hit somebody and hopefully draw a land. I think I will hit Richard. Ooh, did get a land. Ooh, this would be mean.
What could you cast right now that could be so mean already?
Just things. Just little things. I'm just gonna cast Mana Prison. It is 3 mana to tap for 1 mana.
You have no idea how on edge I am from listening to Seth talk about stasis on Twitter all day. When you say Mana Prison, I hear Mana Prison, and I'm like, oh, my lands are going to untap. My mana sources. So I had to like very, very quickly read the card and make sure it wasn't going to mess with my lands.
Oh, I'm so excited for stasis. I
Hmm.
just want to see how is it actually used properly. I've never actually seen it in an actual game. What is this? Urborg, legendary land. Target creature loses first strike or swamp walk. That's pretty specific.
They improved with future versions of Urborg. The original was yeah. Maybe we'll just turn everything into swamps instead of having people lose first strike.
It's a toss up there. All of my swamp walk creatures are powerless against you, though.
Yeah.
Swamp Walk would be very strong on this table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Commander time.
General, so I can start returning some creatures.
And you have one creature.
There's already a Jake card in the graveyard. Harbinger of the Night.
Oh,
How
no.
is that? You guys need to determine what exactly Jake card is. You're just
A
going to say
Jake
whatever I
card.
play is a Jake card. How is Harbinger of the Night a Jake card?
What?
I mean,
It annoys
technically,
everyone on the
anything
board
being
at the same
played by
time.
you is a J card. It is being played by Jay.
Not everyone is annoyed by -1/-1 counters. If you're losing on the board, you like it when the board goes away.
I'm a fan.
Alright, I guess. That is a solid argument. Wait, what is the force of the cemetery? If you have
Yeah.
4 more creatures, return
So although my creature, Adun Oakenshield, does not have horsemanship, it should be able to block Luzun, so you're not allowed to attack me, because technically he's on a horse very clearly in his picture. So if this was a paper game, on flavor reasons alone, I would jump in front and block, and I would not be convinced otherwise.
Oh, I'm so tempted to attack Jake, but that actually does make sense. I'm gonna attack Seth.
I'm on a horse, man.
Luzun is intimidated. He'll go elsewhere. It's funny how like one has horsemanship and the other one does not.
Yeah. And you can even see like the entire horse in my card. It's very clear. You're like, maybe you're not even on the horse. Maybe you're standing next to it. Who knows?
Belwar Stone. Can tap for blue mana. Thank you, Seth.
No problem.
And I guess I'll start to
We're going crazy here. Look at his board.
look at this ramp.
Oh.
And my
No.
my tribe is revealed.
No.
It is Pink Tribal.
Not the Lodimor elves.
Water Hunter. None of your 1/1s are safe.
I'll just keep doing nothing.
I mean, the elf is going to die eventually anyway once the Harbinger is back.
Once the...
Yeah, but first I have to return it, and then I have to cast it, and then I have to wait another turn for my upkeep. So that's like minimum 3 turns from now?
So basically, I'm doing a mercy by killing the elf earlier. What I hear.
That's one way to spin it, yeah.
Look at this.
Oh.
Crazy ramp. And a Volrath Stronghold. Ooh. So Vhati is going to be kind of annoying for my general, considering I'm going for Voltron.
It's just
And he can
base.
just make it hit for 1. Yeah.
But we
I
can
would like
team
to
up.
go for-
We can team up with the hunter.
That's pretty political, yes. I like it. And if I was swinging Taniwha at someone who's not you, you wouldn't reduce its power, I would
No,
assume.
I wouldn't care.
Interesting.
So, I could win the game and kill everyone in one hit here, so you'll have to be friends with me for the rest of the game, right? Is that how
What?
politics works in this group?
I think you could actually channel fireball someone if you felt like it.
Is channel
No,
even
everyone,
legal?
not just one person.
You couldn't kill
Channel
everyone.
You could channel Hurricane.
I could kill
She's
everyone.
the highest life right
No,
now.
you
You guys
couldn't.
have never called a bluff before. I could just win the game.
No,
right
you
now.
couldn't.
I want to see it.
There's a 2-card combo in Tempest. It's really... Yeah, no, I can't.
That-
Channel
full of it.
Hurricane
Yes.
right here. You could do it.
That only
No,
works
you
when
don't.
I say it, Jake.
True.
Yeah, I know it only works when you say it. I was trying to point out the inconsistency there.
It also helps that Seth has
Yeah, channel's
counter
banned.
spells in hand.
Oh, channel's banned in Commander?
Oh, yeah.
I just
Pretty strong.
assumed it was, yeah.
Thankful.
Let's see. What shall I do? Well, I have nothing going on in my hand, and returning the Harbinger. I don't actually even have black mana, the second black mana symbol for it. So I can't do anything else except this, which I'm sure is going to lead Tomer to not be mad about it. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to
You
cast a
Shatter
cool
Sword?
spell. It's called Dregs of Sorrow.
Ooh.
X for black, destroy
Ugh.
X target non-black, draw X cards.
Oh.
That's a good one.
You said I wouldn't be upset about it.
I don't really like that stupid Rootwater Hunter in conjunction with the Vhati il-Dal over there, so
That makes
we're
me
just gonna say
sad.
no.
That makes me
And
sad.
I'm tapped out, so I will attack, not the person who's untapped. Stasis Flare? No Aether Spouts one time? Or Aetherize?
You don't technically
like
know that
6 years
Seth is
late.
playing. This is playing Stasis. He could not be.
Would I do that?
I hope not.
Yes, absolutely yes, you would play Seth.
Well,
Yeah, no plays. You just untap your mana vault.
not really. I didn't really have anything in hand that I wanted to play. I mean, I could have played one thing, but nah, that's fine. Or I might have a counter magic in my hand. But who knows?
Mana drain. I just want to see.
I'm
a
sure
mana
that
drain.
fits the budget. We did go like pretty budget this time too, right? Can imagine.
Mana Drain is quote unquote only 7 tickets online, so if you wanted to eat up a third of your deck's budget, you could include a Mana Drain.
I mean, if we stick around like 10 to 20 tickets, then yeah, it's pretty doable.
I think I'm scared of Seth. I don't know why. Seth always scares me.
Is it because he's played a land 6 turns in a row and done nothing, or 5 turns?
He's done nothing.
He's got
and
7
plays
cards.
counter
I
spells.
think he's probably playing like Counter or something. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
He also didn't play his general, but that just might be because he's just Seth and he forgot.
He's gonna hard cast Force of Will.
I kind of didn't want to say that, but it is a reason for maybe counter magic. Are you attacking me?
Attacking the Stasis player over there.
That's so rude.
Stasis has to be in your deck, right?
I don't have stasis. I wish I had it to work. The only thing I was thinking about is maybe adding a Chronotog, but then I didn't know how to win after that.
Alright, it's over, boys.
Oh my god.
It's
Send
over.
your
Just scoot
vampire.
down. Original art. Oh, no, Seth, what are you doing?
Yes. Oh my
Oh, jeez.
Yes!
Desertion was back then? Desertion was an old card?
I have a creature.
I purposely didn't attack you so you wouldn't do this to me.
I just want a blocker. That's all.
There was a reason why you did play as commander.
Where's that land that returns everything back to its owner?
So Visions is what allows you to play that? Is that one of our sets?
Yes.
I guess it's in Master's Edition. So
Stinger
that's the
Vampire is
okay.
original, man.
Oh, Desertion, yeah.
Desertion.
Desertion is Visions, I believe.
No, I would have been so happy if you... Oh, wait, it's flying. I was going to say, if you put Lure on it, then that would have been a pretty sweet combo.
That can't possibly be one of my combos.
But that's flying. You'd have to have opponents with flying creatures.
Whoa.
my
Luckily,
God.
Seth has tapped out
Oh.
and can't steal this monster. Verdant
This is like
Force,
the
7,
best creature.
At
That
the
is
beginning of
actually
each
a
upkeep,
legit good creature.
not just my own upkeep, everyone's upkeep. I get a 1/1.
Oh.
I probably should have waited and stole that instead.
I don't know that I would have cast it into your 5 untapped mana. I have another play that's a lot worse that I probably would have done anyway.
Yeah. This is actually the best creature in the entire format.
I mean, Sanger has got to be the best flyer. Verdant Force might be the best ground guy. Yeah.
No, I will just pass a turn.
Oh boy.
Desertion,
Classic.
desertion number 2.
So, Tomer, you're not... yeah, of course you're not. You're not going to be mad about me wrathing the board here, are you?
Go for it.
Okay. You're not going to counter or anything crazy?
Not a board wipe.
Boom! Hellfire!
Oh, Hellfire is so
what?
sweet.
Destroy
You
all
die from-
non-black creatures. Hellfire deals X plus 3 damage to you, where X is the number of creatures that died this way. So I think I take 6?
And it keeps Ascend your Vampire.
And I
That's
get to-
fantastic.
on black. Okay.
That card is legit good, even in regular Commander. Except nobody plays it.
That is pretty sweet. When you have 40 life, taking like 5 to Wrath isn't that bad.
And it's a one-sided Wrath, too. If you're playing mostly black deck.
Yeah, or playing other people's vampires.
The Prism. Look at that token.
Other people's
What is
vampires
going on
tribal.
with it?
Magic Online went all out here to make PDA Prism token.
You can see it was top priority for them.
Ooh.
They're like, it doesn't need a text box.
Wait, why do I? Oh, I have to take one damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What are the odds that the board will get wrapped again, like instantly? Oh wait! Mr. Tober's over here.
Hi. How's it going?
Richard's gonna get all of his big spells stolen by me or Tomer.
That's why I hate blue players. Why?
But I love green players. Play your big creatures. Come on, Richard. I won't counter it.
Here, you can take this if you really want.
Ooh, sacrifice a creature. Oh, I don't have creatures. Oh, I do have creatures. I will allow this.
Why am I not playing that card? That would go great in my graveyard deck.
What set is
somehow
that
missed it.
originally from?
This is Legends, I think, or Chronicles or something like that.
That's a legit good creature too.
Legends had a lot of good creatures.
It's actually Legends and Chronicles. I just looked it
Yeah.
up.
Really? Why would you attack me?
Because
That's not cool.
I want to cast my big spells without them getting attacked. Even if you don't counter it,
Why do you think I have exactly desertion?
you have control magic, you have counter spells,
Would I do that? Really?
you have clone effects.
Oh. Maybe one or two.
Not quite as good as a turn 2 Rampant Growth, but turn 6 Rampant Growth still goes and gets something, so. Alright, there's that. What else? This would have been really good if my tokens were still around. Phyrexian Vault, I can sacrifice creatures to draw cards
Oh, yeah.
at 2 mana a pop. And I will pass the turn. With Desertion mana up, so fear me.
Well, I do have a response. Surprise, surprise.
Cyclonic Rift was not legal yet. Don't try to pass that one off.
Kind of like Cyclonic Rift.
Oh,
Ooh.
Evacuation.
Oh my god.
No creatures to their hands.
Now you give Richard back the vampire.
Well, maybe he'll stop attacking me now.
Alright, well, I'm going to use this ability in response.
Yo. Get him back. Oh, what did it get back?
Nothing important.
Oh, the verdant
Forest,
forest, yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's still in my graveyard. You're just not looking hard enough.
So I will not pay the mana for this. And it is, I believe, Taniwha time.
I am really interested to see how this card works in practice.
It should be
Not-
sweet.
I had a hard time
Not
not laughing as you were reading it, so...
It's a serpent unicorn, and it's pretty badass. I'm also going to play Soldevi Excavation,
Ooh.
which is kind of like a Karoo.
Except you sacked
Well,
the
not
land.
really. I actually thought I bounced the lands. Whoops. But you can tap it, you can pay one and tap it to scry. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to follow it up with another pinger. Hooray! Oh no, you're tapping.
No, I'm just F8ing.
Okay. Article Sorcerer.
I don't know
favorite
that you
of
want to
mine.
be tapping your lands for no reason against Seth.
Oh, that is true. I'm gonna get stasis.
There was actually one blue board wipe that I was considering throwing in as a meta call, but it probably would have been just really mean. It's called Fade Away. Each player sacrifices their creature unless they pay one for it, 1 mana. And considering on MTGO we always tap out fully, that could have just been like a legit board wipe for 3 mana.
Yeah, it's pretty mean against people.
I left it out.
What to do?
The full white.
Of course, people have no problem playing Mana Flare or whatever the 3 red one is that adds mana for each of your opponent's tap lands. So I don't know. It's kind of the same thing.
It's not as. It doesn't feel as bad. I don't think.
Are you seriously not casting your commander again?
Not yet.
He forgot.
How many different functional reprints of Desertion are there? I guess you could hard cast Misdirection, or is Misdirection old?
There's
a couple.
Very expensive.
There's a couple of redirects. Yeah.
Is Commandeer old? I know you don't have to hold open mana for Commandeer unless you get all the way to 7.
Commandeer isn't that old. I think it's Cold Snap.
This Prodigal Sorcerer kind of kills all my X ones. Alright, we'll try this again. Seth, are you going to let it in?
You can't let it. We have no flyers.
That's true.
And it'll get only bigger.
But Jake
if it was good enough to steal before, there's no way it's good enough to just let resolve.
No, because the Verdant Force is coming up. Don't steal
I'm
this.
not going to cast the Verdant Force into all that untapped mana.
Well, that's right. You got to hold that Desertion.
Are you just going to beat me down with that vampire, Richard?
No, I won't beat you down with this vampire.
I mean, I can agree.
You want
not
the Verdant Force,
with
man.
the Verdant
Why would you take
Force.
the Stinger Vampire? It doesn't do anything.
But it is black, and my deck is not good at killing black creatures, so I probably will die to it eventually.
Yeah, I won't hit you. Don't worry.
Ever. Yeah, sure.
Alright, you can have it.
Seth probably has like nothing in his hand but like brainstorms.
He actually he kept like 6 islands in hand. He was like, I hope they don't realize. They haven't caught on yet.
Well, I'm sure not casting Verdant Force, because I know I'm going to make the same agreement with Seth, and that he's not going to accept it. He's countering anyway, so...
You might let it in and control magic it.
No point trying that, I suppose. Alright, how about an orangutan? Octavia orangutan, 3 mana 2/2, when it enters the battlefield, blow up an artifact.
Didn't you blow up enough of my stuff, Jake?
You have a 7/7.
Here's the deal, Jake. If you promise to hit your own soul ring, I'll let it resolve. I'm just kidding. You can have it.
If you blow up my thing, I'm attacking you with Taniwha.
Wait.
How about this? If I don't blow up your thing, you can't attack me with Taniwha, at least on the next
Ever?
turn. No,
Oh,
just on the
next
next
turn?
turn. Just give me
Sure.
a little bit of time to get some
I'll protect you,
chump
Jake.
blockers.
I'll protect you.
I
Trust me.
accept this.
How? Exactly how? I don't believe you, Richard.
I'm the black deck. You're asking for protection from a mono blue deck? Come on.
Yeah, but he'll attack me before you untap. I gotta blow up something of yours.
That's going to
Alright.
phase out, isn't it?
Oh wait, yeah.
What?
When does it phase?
Phases out.
It phases out this turn, right?
I
so yeah,
believe
you can't
so,
attack
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah, so maybe I should.
First,
Here's
the first
I don't
Taniwha
know.
attack will not go against.
We're like casting big stuff, buddies. These blue players keep messing with us. We
Also,
can't
you
play
blew up
anything.
2 of my things already. Was it not enough?
I feel like we as a table can keep Tomer under control because, like Seth said, most of our kill spells only kill non-black things anyway. So
That
we're going to
makes
have a harder
sense.
time dealing with each other. So I'm going to take your insurance of the first time you can attack with Taniwha, it doesn't come at me. And to be nicer to Richard, you can tell me which one you want less. Do you want me to blow up the Kaleidoscope or the Mana Vault?
I guess you can take the Mana Vault.
Okay, Mana Vault's going away.
I love politics.
That Kaleidoscope is hilarious. Is that just for ramp? Like, is that just like what we have to resort to?
It's
with these
ramp.
cards?
It's color fixing. You know, I couldn't cast a Stinger Vampire for a long time because of double black.
I guess the jump blocker, too. It doesn't work against the Trampler, but
It'd be
Artistic
so good for a
reasons.
tricolor deck
Have you
too.
ever seen a Prism token so beautiful?
now I'm not telling you that I'm going to let you draw cards with this, Seth, but I might if this resolves. So I got a 1/2 flyer that can pay 3 to tap and draw 1 card.
She is an
0
insect wizard.
An insect wizard.
This is like Delver right here, man. Insect wizard.
Okay. You owe me a
And-
card at some point.
I didn't say I would. I said I might.
I'm holding
And-
I'm holding you to it. I heard wood.
No one else heard what.
That was all right. Kill Jake first, everyone.
I haven't even have the opportunity.
Hashtag kill Jake first.
And you can counter my general if you like. I can always recast it, so that's what I'll cast last.
No, go ahead. I don't even have any counters. I'm just bluffing y'all.
Do you have an evacuation as well? That'd be pretty sweet. You should probably do it before you let his general phase out.
I don't have an evacuation.
Look at that sweet transitioning part. That was nice. I'm not gonna pay for it this time.
Hey, you could actually pay for your mana vault before your lands phase out. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a big reason why I'm running it. Also, it's a good card, but I have other cards that I can use at instant speed my mana to kind of negate that. I think I'll go with this. Yeah. Go Rise. I pay 2 and pay 2 life to draw a card.
That's not bad for, you know.
If my lands are getting phased out, might as well, right?
It's cool. I kind of wish I had been able to blow that up, but then I guess I'd be attacked by Taniwha, so maybe I wouldn't have anyway.
Oh, we just gotta kill the orangutan and then you reanimate it.
That's actually not a bad plan. Unfortunately, I can't block the flyer.
Just attack into my Singer Vampire. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
that actually works, and then you get a 5/5. We might need to do that. I mean, he draws like what, 3 or 4 cards off of it every turn. Well, every turn his lands would phase out instead, so every other turn.
Man, I don't have much going on.
What is in your deck? You have 7 cards. You haven't done anything.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Play your commander and kill the Prodigal Sorcerer.
No.
It doesn't even have haste. And
Leave little Timmy alone.
And then who knows what horrible things will happen if I tap out. Alright.
After the game, I have to find out what's in Seth's hand right now.
Well, alright, I'm going shields down. It is time to pull out the big guns.
Excellent.
And that's a deep
Oh
spawn.
my god.
What?
The 6/6 trampler, guys. This is huge.
It's basically like the Etherling of its day. It can get Shroud for 1 mana. I have to mill myself on my upkeep, but
it doesn't untap during the next untap phase.
if I give it Shroud, yeah, it stays down in the depths for a while.
It's actually pretty decent considering the fact that you mill yourself in a black deck.
I like how the developers knew what was up. They're like, no, you're not using it for blocking either. You are going to tap it if you give it Shroud.
Yep.
Are we doing the plan of you're attacking the orangutan into me, Jake?
I probably need to blow up that Book of Wrath, so unless I, for some reason, can't afford 6 mana to do that, I probably am.
Why do you want to blow up the Book of Wrath?
Because it's going to draw you too many cards over the next turn, and then 2 turns after that, and then 2 turns after that. And why are you playing it in your deck if it's not going to draw you a bunch of cards?
Also, just like a condolence for not having lands.
I also, now Seth has a creature, so I'll probably attack him instead, because I see no reason to give you a free counter on your vampire.
I needed to fight the 6/6. I only have a 4/4.
I mean, I need something to fight the 6/6 and the 7/7 too, but let's see what else. Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. I've got a Phyrexian Vault for this exact reason, so I can put things in my yard and
Well, that costs you 2 mana. Can you afford 2 mana?
2 plus 3 plus 3. It's going to cost me 8 mana just to play an orangutan again, but yeah, let's go for it. I got 3 lands in hand. I can do this.
Oh, just give me a +1/+1 counter.
Do you really want to make an enemy of me?
You already promised 1 turn to no attacks, so you're going to have to wait at least 1 turn before you try to suit up Taniwha against me.
Killed 2 of my creatures. Now you're going for my artifacts.
You have the most powerful artifact on the table, and I can't do anything else.
I want to hear chat just trying to defend me this time. Stop picking on Tober.
You know, this is kind of awkward because then I can't activate Zira Arian because I don't have another whatchamacallit forest in hand.
Should have just attacked the Singer Vampire.
How about this? I will not blow up your Book of Wrath if you do not attack me for the rest of the game until Seth and Richard are completely dead.
No. How about this?
I figured you were going to go for that anyway. So.
If you don't blow up my artifact, I won't kill Zyra this turn.
I don't care about Zyra. It takes way too much mana to activate.
How about
Adun Oakenshield then?
How about this, Tomer?
I can recast it.
He won't blow up your Book of Wrath, but you have to concede right now.
Tempting.
I mean, I know that was ridiculous. It wasn't quite as ridiculous as telling me to blow up my own soul with my orangutan. So.
I'm glad that thing's gone.
Oh, you can draw a card.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card.
But then you can't scry. Isn't scrying one like strictly better than drawing a card?
Yay! Card. The Vengeance Ping. Alright. So, okay, I want to put Taniwha first on the stack, so it resolves last. Use my floating mana to do that. You know what? I'll actually do this now. I'm going to kill Zyra.
Hmm? You can untap Prodigal Sorcerer?
Oh, you'll see. Yeah, I'm untapping Prodigal Sorcerer. Also want to cycle.
This seems like a stasis combo piece.
No. I don't run stasis. I promise you I don't run stasis. Alright, now all of them phase out. So... No, this card would piss off a lot of people, or one person in particular. So I'm not going to play that. But I will play my favorite card in the world.
Oh my god.
Mystic Remora.
Oh.
Yay! And I will also start making sweet artifacts.
Okay, so here's what happened. I was looking for a ramp in the format, and I saw Diamond Kaleidoscope, and I thought, no, this is the worst card no one would ever play it. And two of you showed up with it. What going on?
What else am I going to do if I phased out lands?
Oh my gosh, I cannot
value.
Two of you are playing that card. It's so bad. Oh, it's so funny. That's great.
Okay. Seth, if I don't attack you, you want to attack me back?
That sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
I will not attack back.
Oh, how about Richard?
I'm gonna kill it. Don't attack.
Alright, then I'll have to attack you.
Oh my god.
I also have a strip mine. Just saying.
Yeah, the Vorath Stronghold is looking pretty interesting.
I'm willing to trade. That's fine with me.
I don't think he's trading his General and his Sanger Vampire for this.
I'll just do Bladed.
No!
When I have Black Man. Don't worry about it.
But it's Taniwha.
Alright, let the milling begin. Oh, and Tomer draws a card.
Ew. Yes. Exactly what I needed.
Where are these cards?
So, going 3-color in this format is really difficult, and I actually spent like 13 of my 18-ticket budget on this deck on the 3 dual lands, and I'm the only one right now with only basics in play. Which is pretty funny.
Oh, goodbye, Forbid. Erratic Portal is pretty sweet, too.
Ooh.
You're playing Forbid?
Maybe. Why are
Pretty good.
Why are they not in my graveyard?
They're in a temporary zone.
It says graveyard, right?
It's temporarily not in your graveyard?
Well,
That is really weird.
Where are they in your deck? Where are they?
Floating in the ether somewhere.
I'm pretty sure they're stuck in the temporary zone.
That's a bummer.
So is that, like, technically exiled?
I had plans for those.
I mean, he can't get them back from exile. This is better. This is like the absolutely freaking removed from the game zone from unhinged or unglued, whatever it was.
Are you gonna attack me, Richard? If I don't attack you?
No, I'm too busy dealing with Tomer.
All right. Well, I'll just.
Dealing with me.
I just won't attack then. And
Richard, I don't want to destroy your Volrest stronghold, but
You can have it. I don't have any worthwhile creatures.
I don't want to destroy your. Oh, you said you need a green mana, right? Forest?
You can take my awesome enter the battlefield's tap pain land. Oh, you can kill
What?
X-Lander to strip mine.
The strip mine, yeah. Don't attack me. I don't even have lands in play.
Seth, are you gonna counter my plays?
not unless they're going after my deep spawn or something.
Alright, I need to take care of Tomer here.
No, you can go after Tomer.
Boo. Boo.
I would also like my card draw human pirate wizard to live.
Oh, you remembered it's a card.
Well, I guess he gets to draw a card off Mystic Remora, right? Wait, what's pay 0? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. Am I casting this spell correctly?
If it's an X spell, it now asks you to confirm by saying pay 0 at the end of it. To confirm that you don't want to change the X value.
Oh, okay. X is currently 2. Pay 0.
Another Dregs of Sorrow?
Oh my god.
Were you
Are you
expecting to
killing
get hit
both
by
my-
Dregs
you're
of
killing
Sorrow
both
for
my
2
things?
twice in one game?
Really? You could have killed the draw card, dude.
That's gonna get counterspelled then.
I just got 4 of my things destroyed and my artifact.
I gave you a card back, Mystic Remora. It's just as good. And you get your lands this turn. Oh.
Viewers
To be fair, he
will
would
witness
get his
this.
lands
The
anyway.
viewers will witness this. They'll have my back.
I mean, to be fair, a 7/7 trample is the best creature on the battlefield.
Alright, I'm only sending
Especially
Singer
when you're
Vampire
dealing
at
with
you.
damage instead of
You
regular damage.
said you're attacking me afterwards.
Well, yeah, I'll gotta complete the retribution.
Yeah, it's true. I might attack you back if I actually live in the game.
No, this isn't preemptive. This is from your past actions of, like, hitting me for 7.
Man, does anybody else have a temporary zone of your erratic portal and forbid Seth, like, all over their game state?
Yeah.
That is.
I'm trying to hide it somewhere. I guess I'll put it in like the bottom right corner because I don't have cards there.
Interesting.
That is so bad. If you could see my hand, you would know that deep spawn going to the temporary zone is really bad for me.
You have all reanimation?
It's worse than exiling the top cards in the library. That's fantastic.
Wait,
Yeah.
why do you think deep spawn is going to go to the temporary zone?
Well, no, the cards
No, the
at
cards
Mills
you
are
play.
going to the temporary
Oh, okay.
zone, so instead of my graveyard.
Oh my god, is this my end?
I mean, attacking you for 2, if that's going to kill you from 22, then yeah, it's your end.
Oh,
Make
Oh.
a kaleidoscope token.
my my necropotence is that much worse.
Alright, what to do? I think, in honor of Seth, I'm going to play my own erratic portal.
Ooh.
And, Tomer's at 20 life. Should I let him draw a card, or should I pay for this? I don't really have anything else to do. I think I need to pay for it.
You
Okay.
never paid for Mystic Remora. What is this?
Well, last time I had like 6,000 card draw spells I want to do. This time I have nothing else in my hand. Don't counter this. I'm going to bounce one of Richard's creatures. Not going to touch you, Seth.
Oh, good.
He's tapped out, so I can bounce Sanger, who's more expensive, or I can bounce his general.
Bounce the vampire so I don't die to this deep spawn.
You want me to bounce the vampire?
Well, yeah, because this deep spawn is kind of scary.
What's it going to do to the deep spawn? It's not going to untap your creature. It's going to return it to you.
You can turn its base power to 1.
I can make it a 1/6.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll return the vampire. You can keep your general.
Why don't you just return the deep spawn?
If the deep spawn does attack me, though, you'll also turn its power to 1 for me for a turn? For me not
Sure.
bouncing
Yeah.
your general here?
Yeah, you don't need to tap. You don't even need to use it now. You just wait. Wait,
You're
what?
gonna untap your mana eventually. I have to do it now.
What? Jeez.
You know,
This guy.
that Seth's
Why would I
untap
protect
now
you if you bounce my Stinger Vampire?
The value.
because you just agreed to, is my guess.
Oh.
Alright, and I'll pass it.
Oh, do your lands not phase in now? Oh, they do.
No, the face.
Okay.
No, phasing is like a rule of the game. Everything that's phased out phases in. It's just
It'd be
a fact of
hilarious
the
if
game.
his lands never come back.
I thought if you
Uh.
maybe if you lost your Taniwha, you were just like up the creek.
Alright, so we can never tap out because of these erratic portals.
Also because of Seth's stasis.
I don't have stasis.
I think I'll just go for it. Draw some cards.
Draw 3 and then put 2 on the bottom of your library? That's not even card advantage. Are you even drawing cards, technically?
It's more like just
It's like
It's like
compulsive
it's like
research, but it doesn't
brainstorm.
have the land option. Basically, you always have to put 2 back.
Yeah, like he's gonna crack a fetch land now and it's
Shuffle
bring
it
down a
back.
brainstorm.
I mean, this is just gonna die. Let's do it like that.
No, it puts them on the bottom, right? You don't even have the option to put them on top. Oh, you can do top or bottom. Got
Yeah,
it.
top or bottom. Put them on the bottom.
Well, then you don't need a fetch. You just put them on the bottom if you don't want them.
And that's it.
Well, let's see what goes to the temporary zone next.
Maybe they'll all go to your graveyard though.
Maybe we'll go to the graveyard after it dies. So maybe you should just sacrifice.
What set was this thing from? Like Fallen Empires or something?
Probably from like the dark.
It went. Now
Oh, it
those
worked.
ones went to the graveyard, but the other ones are still in the temporary zone.
Did you like individually click those and just try to F2 past the first trigger, maybe?
I mean, they should go in the graveyard regardless.
Yeah, it
The
should-
card
Well, they
says
should,
put them
they
in your
should.
graveyard.
I'm just saying that maybe like if you don't explicitly put them in a specific order, because graveyard order matters in EDH, then like maybe they just stayed there somehow.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I did that, but maybe.
Whoa, this researcher guy is pretty good.
That's why I was surprised you didn't kill it instead of killing both my dudes.
Well, I didn't want my thing countered.
It draws a card every turn.
That's not
like-
that good.
It's like the horsemanship dude you had, but except it costs 5 instead of 4, and it doesn't deal damage.
It's true.
How much mana do I have? 3, 8, 9, 10. All right, I guess I can do this. This
Oh my god, what is it?
Colossus of Sardia.
10 mana?
no, not that much.
Aladdin's ring.
So I have a Scrivener, which is part of the reason the temporary zone was making me so upset.
You're getting back Hellfire or Desertion? Oh, if you get... Oh.
I have to.
Hellfire is a sorcery.
I have
It's
to get an
Necrologia or
instant.
Desertion.
So I will get back a Desertion. So now everyone knows.
So now nobody
Oh, I
plays a
hate
card.
blue
for
players.
Desertion.
Why?
Old Desertion.
And I don't even think there's any point in attacking here. Because it's
Well,
going
I
to go to
guess-
1 power anyway.
Jake can counter the desertion with his erratic portal if he can like pull it off.
I actually don't need to. All I have to do is counter... Oh yeah, you're right. For some reason I was thinking returning the Scrivener would just automatically do it, and it won't, obviously.
You could do that. I will not pay the
Well, I mean-
1 if you want to bounce Scrivener.
No, I could do it to Deep Spawn. I could do it to Deep Spawn, and then he could give it Shroud, or he could pay for it, doesn't matter, then he'd be off of... whatever it's called, Desertion. I have to make it worth it to him, so I think
Will you
bouncing...
take my Singer Vampire, Seth?
No.
Will you take other creatures that I cast?
Well, it probably depends on what they are.
What if it's a combo piece that you can't take advantage of?
Like,
Tempting.
how scary is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared will I be of this combo piece?
I don't think you're that scared of it.
Alright, well, if
I'm
it's
gonna
not that
pass it.
scary, I'll let it go, probably.
See, Jake still has that Verdant Force in hand. How are we going to deal with that? Alright, I'll just cast it. No, I won't. Oh, well, no, yes, I will.
Wow. The wretched.
Sure. I guess that's fine.
No one's impressed by my wretched. Come on, guys.
Are you playing lure? Is that the combo?
It's
You
a really
play that
nice
plus
art.
lure?
You better be running lure.
Oh, that's the combo piece? I thought that was a plan B that you figured would slip through without me countering it.
That's sweet art. You would think it has flying, but it doesn't.
Come on, what is this thing? It's a demon. Come on, 2/5 demon.
You also have to be a little bit worried or a little bit careful not to attack somebody who has too many creatures because it's just a 2/5, and it could just die in combat if you put lure on it.
Oh, don't worry. The combo goes. We got lots of combos here.
With the wretched.
Oh man, you can nuke the board with that monkey.
Nuke the board, meaning I can blow up one artifact every turn by playing 8 mana, yes.
Yeah, the artifacts are the most important thing in this format. These creatures aren't worth it.
I really don't want my kaleidoscope to die.
I want to see Tomer cast Colossus of Sardia and get it orangutan.
Oh man. I do not have any good plays because Taniwha gets dealt with Vhati all day. I don't have any creatures.
I mean, I don't really want to make an enemy of Seth, but I also... I mean, what are you going to do? Seth, do you promise not to counter any of my spells this turn?
Well, I don't know if I can say that without knowing what your spells may
exactly,
be.
okay, so I'm going to start off by erratic portaling the deep spawn and give him the choice between protecting it and leaving up the desertion then. Because this just makes sense for me to do. I'm not going to just run spells out into desertion otherwise.
Ooh, I just have a counter spell.
Okay, yeah. So now he can counter it, but at least he can't steal it. What to do next?
Verdant Force?
Verdant Force I'm scared of.
Is it 4 green or 3 green?
It's 3 green.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid of Lure. If that was the first thing you cast was the Wretched, I have a feeling that the Lure maybe already is in his hand.
No, but Verdant Force would just kill the Wretched. I can't I need to survive combat.
That's a good point.
Oh, you cheeky
You need
devil.
Lure and you need something else.
Like my commander maybe.
Like your
Don't worry.
commander, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is such a cool combo.
That is sweet.
Oh, I love it.
But, I mean, the Deep Spawn would also be blocking it. So you can't do that to the Deep Spawn and the Verdant Force, give them both 1 power.
Oh, I
That's
can't
so
attack
neat.
everyone at once. I attack one player.
Unless you take extra combat steps. Dun, dun,
Or
dun.
use your blue magic to grab extra.
I'm sure blue has a card that's taking extra combat step out.
Is Time Walk?
I feel like the board is already getting a little bit too crowded.
I
So
didn't
don't
put in
think
Time
they
Walk.
cast Verdant Force here, fear of a counterspell. So I'll start with Quarian Elves as a mana rock.
After all that work, Quarian Elves.
And my cool anti-Sanger Vampire tech.
Ooh.
Oh.
Deals 4 damage to target attacking creature with flying.
Oh my god.
So
What
I
is it
should-
fighting?
plus-
That's like the fattest looking dragon I've ever seen.
Oh my god, these wretched.
every combat it's gonna ask you. Wow.
Tomer, attack me with your kaleidoscope tokens or something. Oh no, they're gonna die. Okay.
And out of nowhere comes a kaleidoscope token. Okay. Yeah, I will pay for it again.
Ah, this Mystic Remora.
It's drawn me 1 card.
But it's very annoying. I'm sure it annoys Seth. Seth only
Yeah.
has spells.
Yes, it does.
That makes me sad. So I could play Taniwha and it won't get deserted, right? Because he needs 5 mana for it. But it's just gonna die. Which kind of sucks.
Gonna die to what?
Something that Richard does. Richard is gonna do something to it. And then
Richard
it's
just
gonna
cast
die.
the Wretched. I don't
Oh.
think Richard's gonna wrap the board his next turn. I think he's gonna try to lure it up.
No, but he has he said he has all his removal spells is like for non-black creatures.
That's because you attacked me. If you don't attack me.
Well, I don't really have any better plays is the problem, so I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I will play with the Mana Vault this time.
Is it all lands or all islands? All lands.
All lands.
I don't want this. If it was all islands, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you don't want Taniwha on your side. Unless your board is actually built for it. Seth, do you have... No. Are you going to destroy Taniwha, Seth?
Not right now. Is it? If it starts attacking me, I will probably consider it.
Okay.
I don't mind it just sitting there though and phasing out your lands every other turn.
I love how
fun.
Seth's theoretical hand like always has one counter spell, one kill spell, one wrath, like one
You also have to have it-
Oh, don't cast that, Tober. I have so many X ones I want to play. Why?
I won't destroy any of your things. Just leave my board alone. It's my rattlesnake. Ooh, I could attack with my 0/1 buff prism. But I won't. Oh my god, that's gonna get so annoying.
Everyone always yield to it, so it'll go away quickly.
Yeah.
What do we mill this time?
Hopefully, Mel, you mean.
Yeah. Yes.
Never know.
Alright, we're back. Ooh.
Oh. Successful.
That's a good one.
You got Zhao done. Or Mr. X.
Mr. X. That's interesting. Should we do it?
Someone needs to kill this researcher. He's drawn so many cards.
Well,
Could have.
draw a card.
You could just give the researcher base power and toughness, base power or toughness 1 until end of turn.
I
That
can
would be-
kill it next turn if you don't destroy my Firewalker.
Alright, I'll take that. Wait, is this attacking or just any creature? Attacking, okay. I can play Singer Vampire, I just can't attack with archers.
I mean, you can attack, you just can't attack me. I'm probably going to let you hit other people upside the head.
Would you though? Because what if it becomes a 5/5? You can't shoot anymore.
Yay!
Yes,
I
you
guess
can
if
have
they
a
have
card.
a blocker with flying, but that's not very
Hooray.
likely to happen.
I'm up to 3 cards. Oh yeah.
Alright. I guess I'll just pass again.
Oh wow, you have 3 mana up if you sacrifice the prism, right? So you can sacrifice it to get another prism. The synergy.
Combo.
Now
Oh
if
no,
get
you have
advantage
3
of
without the
sacrifice
prism
spells.
because you have a double land. Yeah, you have a Karoo or whatever.
Yeah, I can. Make
You can do it
prism.
without that.
Or I could scry if I really want to.
Ooh.
I don't like the sound of that.
All these guys with counter magic though. And desertion. Man, I hate blue players. I understand where this hatred comes from. though.
You're
long-
like how I was when I was playing the Pauper game, and I was the only
How-
person not playing blue.
How long have you played Magic and you're just now starting to hate blue players?
It's not bad outside of Commander, but when I'm playing like 8 mana spells that take my entire turn, I don't want them countered. Alright, you can take Singer Vampire if you really want.
Yeah.
No, no one cares about him anymore.
He's
I mean,
cool
it's
like
still the
that.
only flyer.
Seth,
Like, period.
That's got dibs.
I'll just let Tomer draw a card and dismiss the vampire.
Oh my god. That's like a 2-for-1 on the table. Seth. Just gave Tomer.
Yay, blue! Savvy, you're good. You're good in my books.
We got to team up against you, black-green X players.
Do you think he still has a counterspell?
Well, I might have
I know
returned
for
to
a fact he
desertion
has
with
Desertion in
Scrivener.
5 mana.
Well, no, like an actual counterspell. Alright, I'll just pass.
I'm pretty sure you're safe because if he taps out for Desertion, I'm going to bounce one of his creatures probably.
Scrivener, please.
Nope, the 8 mana one. With no ETB effect.
I guess I gotta keep the wretched to block.
Does he get the thing? No, he doesn't get to gain control of creatures if he blocks.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So surprise! I guess you guys didn't know this, but I actually don't care about this thing that only taps for 1 mana on my 11th turn, so I'm going to sacrifice that for a card.
You got me.
Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, you guys were all fooled.
Yeah.
And then Adun,
Are
I
you
can
gonna
bring
get something
back
back?
Harbinger, I guess. I mean, it takes a really long time to do anything, but I could play it potentially, or I could just get the orangutan. I don't really care about the artifacts.
Jake's building his own Shatterstorm over the course of 15 turns.
I'll get the Harbinger. I might want to cast it next turn. We'll see. Oh, look, I finally drew a dual land. I feel so fancy. There's my Bayou.
Budget magic. Bayou.
Yeah.
Boom.
Only on MTGO.
It's only like 5 tickets, but I can afford it for my deck.
Yeah, all the rest of my cards are dirt cheap, basically, is how I did that. What to do, what to do.
I think you should cast that dude so you can kill this 1/1 that draws cards.
Alright, I'm going to count on Seth's good fortune to not desertion this Verdant Force. Because if he does, then I can play Harbinger and I'll like kill all the tokens, I guess, would be my plan. It would take me a while.
He still has a 7/7.
Yeah.
What? He's not?
What?
Oh, I almost tricked him. Man, I think he saw it, though. If he desertioned that, I could just erratic portal the Verdant Force right back to my hand. Because he'd be tapped out.
Oh,
And then I
yeah.
can cast it again next turn. Unfortunately, he knows what's up, so that did not work.
You fooled me.
Well, but you still have a Verdant Force, like it's.
Yeah, that was so good.
I mean, but getting the desertion out of his hand for almost no value would have been cool, too. But yeah, I'm not too sad to have a Verdant Force. But I think this means the board's going to go away pretty soon. We'll see.
Taniwha's going away, at least.
Why is Taniwha going? Oh.
Look at this.
It's a part timer.
Oh my god.
Alright, 20 turn clock to your own mana vault. That's our win con.
Can't play it right now. Okay. I don't really have any sweet plays, so I'm just gonna play. Oh! Last turn I forgot to make a kaleidoscope. I'm sad now.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Here's a trope.
Spicy.
it's a good one.
It's actually not horrible.
Nope, straight draw a card.
I'm surprised that didn't get desertioned, actually.
Oh, you can desert
Uh,
non-creature spells?
Oh no, it's artifacts and
It only
creatures.
keep-
My bad.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not enchantments. I forgot. It's not whatever it's called. What's the 6 mana one?
Oh,
Did you-
Ether
you just
Snap
gain
or something?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's Aether Snap.
Ooh.
Aether Snap is the thing that destroys tokens. It's the black sorcery.
Oh, yeah. Snatch? Ether Snatch? I
Aether
don't-
Snatch. There you go. Yep, you got it. I think it's Aether Snatch.
Alright, well, let's draw a card, since that's usually a good plan.
Why didn't you kill that before he drew a card?
Because he didn't counter my stuff and he was drawing me cards.
Oh.
And I'm less afraid of Seth right now.
Yeah, how
Until
we
he
can kill
starts playing
this
cards in his...
Verdant Force here.
Yeah, that's what I'm most afraid of.
I mean, the tokens are much scarier at this point.
Says put in your what does this do? Why is this in my deck?
That's a good start.
Um,
Reckless Fight is... Oh, Reckless Fight would have been good.
yeah, that would have been good. I think I can get it back in a crazy combo sort of way. Maybe. I mean, this 1, 2. Sack that, get back that, sack that. Oh, this might work. What does this say? When? Alright. So, I'm going to cast Animate Dead on Mr. X.
Oh, that's a roundabout way of doing it.
Let
That
Tomer
works.
draw a card, because I need my mana. Then, I'm going to get back Tortured Existence.
And then cast like 10 Years of Agony or something. Surprise, Storm deck.
Then
With a you win the game at the end.
Tomer gets to draw another card.
Yay. Hey, I didn't kill your thing.
That's true.
Draw card thing.
You can run it a black mana?
Yes. I don't think...
Wait, no, you have an Orberg. You have an Orberg.
That's not the good
No, but
Urberg.
that's not the good one.
No, but that one gives you a black mana. You still have 2 black mana. So you can discard and then you can cast.
You can remove first strike from somebody if they had first strike.
I can't get back Mr. X again this turn. So instead, we have to play a brood of cockroaches.
What?
What?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's like squee kind of.
This
Like a
art
bad
is
squee.
nasty though. Jeez.
And a Mind Stone. Ugh.
Yay.
Alright, Tomer, one more card.
Hooray!
And
I love how, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, Tomer hates people who don't pay, and now all of a sudden it's him, and he's perfectly fine with people not paying.
Oh, 100%, because I own the Mystic Remora. You should be giving each other shit for it, though. Or poop for it.
I have a feeling that Seth wouldn't really care either way.
no, I wouldn't. So...
Yeah, I went from a hand that was absolute garbage to I have now like 2 good cards.
Wow, I didn't even realize how good this loop is, because I can keep getting back the animate dead, and basically get any creatures or black spells from my graveyard forever.
Well, kill Seth.
Pretty good.
But I don't really have any
Oh.
good creatures or black spells, so I'm not going to do much with it, but it's cool.
Well, there's
Alright,
a
boys.
tortured Wow. Yes, rampage, guys.
It's got that devotion to green going on, too.
Oh, man.
And that art.
Serious business.
I had to take a damage off my land just to get
The rampage is actually pretty decent with trample. That lure combo.
So what should I do with this wretched? Should I just attack? Just chip someone down?
You could give the Verdant Force 1 toughness and I'll kill it with the Lancer.
Oh, yeah, we're so dumb.
Firewall.
Yes.
I mean, he'll get it back and recast it, but that takes his turn.
Alright. So do it now?
And then
If
he
you
can
do that, I'm going to attack you.
With what?
You've been attacking me the entire game. That doesn't really change things.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Richard.
Alright,
He
let's wait
gets a
for
board.
his upkeep, so he has to
No,
spend
but then
mana.
he'll get another token.
Give him a token. But then he... Wait, does he
he
want
gets-
3 mana? Token.
He gets another token at each upkeep. So if you wait until the upkeep, then he gets another token.
But you'd have to
But he
spend
can-
the mana on his turn.
He can spend the mana. Let's see,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it depends on how much you care about an extra token. An extra
about the
token or 3 mana.
We'll give him a token.
Okay.
Unless Seth has some better way of dealing with his verdant.
Not yet. Eventually, I can probably loop into that reckless spite with Mr. X, but probably can do it next turn.
You're getting the orangutan?
I'm sacrificing my archer.
Alright,
There's
now
no flyers on the
we
board.
can't sack it. Oh wait, no, he can still use the
Over
mana.
a token?
Yep.
Interesting.
Should we do it now? No.
He's gonna get back like an orangutan or a Zyra, or he could get back the Verdant. So it's up to you.
I mean, he can sacrifice the verdant to draw a card.
I'm going to use my Adun.
I
I'll
guess
get
it
back Inuk Tabi so I can blow up one of these guys' artifacts to punish them for killing my Verdant.
So now you should do it.
Yeah, I'm
I
just waiting for you actually.
No, you have to make its toughness 1 first.
No,
It does not matter
someone-
what order you do it in.
Someone had trigger.
Yes.
Wait, what? How come I don't get to
Someone-
choose the
You'll choose on
I
resolution.
think once it, yeah.
choose toughness?
Uh-oh, did I? No. Auto yields. Turn off auto yields, okay. And...
You should still do it at some point because this thing.
Uh-oh.
It's my
I don't
turn.
know if I have priority.
Move auto yields.
I did now, but I think
You got
Jake's already
priority,
doing it.
There's
I think
something on the stack. You're going to get priority
Okay.
again after the stack clears. Calm
Alright.
yourself down.
All right.
You guys are so great. I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and erratic portal my verdant force.
Yeah,
back to
but
my
you
hand.
still have to cast it again.
That's fine. I mean, you could get it back either way.
You guys act like I have other stuff in my hand. All the rest of my cards are bad. This is the one good card in my deck. I'll
I
cast it
believe
again,
that,
no
Vic.
problem.
It's a
I
really
believe
good
that.
card.
Well, now it's desertion time. And we'll have to do the same thing with Seth.
I love how like the biggest threats on the table is like this weird 6'4" trampler, verdant catacob, and a giant lobster. These are the things we're afraid of, and the unicorn serpent
It is
that phases
Taniwha.
out all my lands.
Coming back next turn.
Are you going to let my verdant force resolve, Seth?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Seth has like some infinite combo loop thing over here. We should be worried about him too.
Cockroach combo.
Well, I just have a question for you guys. Okay, I've got 6 cards in my hand, two lands and 6 spells. Why are they all so bad? I've got all these random creatures. I guess Verdant is fine, but like the board has to get wiped eventually, right?
I don't have any.
Well, my hand is pretty sweet, but there are all
I mean,
these blue
Seth
players
is getting
sitting
back
here.
Hellfire with Zawdun by using Tortured Existence on Tomer's end step, and then he's going to do that. So only the black creatures are safe,
You can't
right?
afford to Hellfire, man.
That's-
He's gonna take so much damage
That is
that's
a
a
lot
good
of
point.
damage.
because of our tokens. Kaleidoscope, OP.
Maybe he doesn't have a Wrath. Weird.
Yeah, that would cost me like 15 life right now, I think.
I mean, I've got this Verdant, but honestly, you got Trample, and a Rampage. Like, it's not doing enough for me. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here.
It's
Yeah,
still
token.
bigger than everything, though.
Yeah, but like whatever. I guess I have to cast it because the rest of my stuff does even less than nothing. I kind of want to start by sacrificing the Saproline, but like the odds of like a random card in my deck being decent is not very high, so I could just sacrifice it in the end step. All right, time number 3. Here comes the big Verdant.
Dun dun dun.
On second thought. Just kidding.
What do you save that desertion for?
Who knows?
This is like legitimately the best single card at the entire table.
He has probably something else at end turn that he wants to do. Costs a lot of mana.
I'm really scared of your lands phasing out and then you're using your mana to mess with everyone's lands at the same time.
I wouldn't do that.
I looked up Sunder. Sunder's not legal, but there might
Sunder
be
is
something
not
similar.
No.
How do you know Sunder's not legal? Because you looked up ways to mess with people's lands. Don't tell me you wouldn't put it.
I may or may not have looked at things that synergize with not having lands in play.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to try to blow up one of your artifacts so you have less mana on
Again!
your land phase.
Monkeys. This ape is
Oh
doing
my
work.
god. Alright, I'm swinging at Jake.
Okay, I'll trade with the Verdant, and then I'll get it back with Adun.
Will you?
I'll take care of the mana prison, so our mana's not in prison anymore. And I'll play my full art non-alpha mountain pass the turn.
Clever fail. Yes, the retro, we get it.
Still doing its
People
thing.
have great.
Guys, just block. I might steal. Just guys.
Wait, Seth only has 3 cards left in hand.
That's true. I would like to draw some cards.
Tomer has 1 million here. Is he still paying for Mystic? He is.
He's still forgetting his prisons.
No, I don't have mana for the prison. I could make like another prison, but that's just silly.
I wish the
Oh,
Mana
right.
Vault did commander damage.
I should have done the mana vault thing, shouldn't I? Ugh.
You can still draw.
You
with,
tap all
enchantment.
your lands. Tap all your lands to float the mana.
Yeah, but it's gone in the main phase.
Wait,
Draw.
what were you gonna do with it?
Untap.
I'm
mana
gonna untap
vault.
the mana
Oh,
vault.
Mana Vault.
And then have more mana to work with. That was bad.
Bounce his
Oh.
stuff. Bounce his stuff.
You could.
You guys really need to pay attention to
Oh, he's got
more
a prism.
tricks. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you can kill
They're
a
all
prism.
gone.
I'm not gonna use my erratic portal to kill a prism. That's not how I do it.
Aw. Mana vaults.
Alright, 18 more turns of mana vault. He's gonna die. It's gonna happen.
It will.
I think it actually might happen. I don't think you can kill someone before that.
Alright, if I don't attack anybody, would that be nice? Don't attack me?
I won't attack you.
Well, if you leave your 7/7 to block, like who's gonna attack me?
This is true. Yeah, and I actually don't mind trading with Taniwha at this point. Yeah, it's the Wretched, I get it.
I guess that's why I got the name the Wretched, because it's just so annoying. Like, the Wretched thing keeps popping up in the middle of the end combat, even when there's no attacks.
He's not invited at any of the demon parties. It was just
Speaking
like,
of,
"Oh."
isn't that really weird that you skip like attacks? If there's no attacks, you skip blocks and damage, but you don't skip end combat. Like, why wouldn't you skip end combat when there's no attacks? You still go through that phase. I find that funny.
Still a phase, man.
I mean, damage is still a phase, but you skip that phase because you don't need it. You also don't need it in combat if there's been no
that's true.
combat.
It also tells you to okay.
What did Seth just do? He just returned some stuff.
I got back
Yeah,
Mr. X and sacked my Mind Stone. Discarded Plague Bearer.
It's temporary zone.
Still hanging out.
Yep.
Wait, did you? Oh, Plague Bearer got discarded? Okay.
Capsize.
Because
Plague Bearer.
that's a card.
That is a pretty sweet card. I love the art. It's coming up this time. Oh,
I want to
Richard,
see
remember
Seth
the whole-
just cast Hellfire for us. Like, hey, I know the board is bad. I'm just going to take myself and just all the way down to 0 life just to help you guys clear the board up. Surely that's what he's going to do, right?
Of course.
No.
What did he just take?
Necrologia. That's
Wow.
a lot of card draw.
Still gonna draw cards?
You draw a
Yeah,
lot
he has
of
to
cards.
feature his end phase, though.
Yep. Only during my end step. Oh, I
Between that and Necropotence, they really knew about using that discard phase as a downside back in the early day.
Alright. Time to draw
Forgot
some
to use the
cards.
Draw card.
Yeah, I realized as soon as I went to attacks. That was a mistake.
Should I kill it?
Yes.
Or, well, Richard, do you want me to kill the Verdant Force again?
No, kill this. This is my skill. Look, like,
If you
he has some infinite combo over
I-
here.
No, he's drawing 9 cards.
He's
He's
doing
going to
9
draw
cards.
10 cards.
I'm gonna pay for that card. I'm gonna pay Tomer if you kill my stuff, and you won't get your Mystic Remora card. I don't care if it
You
taps
know
me
my
out.
one weakness. I need to draw cards. Alright, it's going to live this turn.
Kill it.
Alright, you can have your card.
Yay! Yes! I drew
now
a
you do
card
it.
that will draw me more cards.
Alright,
Should
now
also
it's
note the
time
skeleton shit.
to kill Seth. Jake, will you help me on my quest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, how can we do this? He only has like 5 mana.
Well, we'll team up with Tomer too. Use Vhati plus the Firewalker to get the spawn either tapped or killed. And then you just attack and then I attack. He doesn't have anything big.
Would that kill him?
Do we
It'll
have
be
any
pretty
way
close.
of dealing with the Verdant Force? Just FYI.
Hmm?
Do
What?
we have any way of dealing with the Verdant Force? I'm assuming Richard has a kill spell on it.
No, we have Vat il-Dal and your Firewalker.
Yeah, but that doesn't really deal with the ever-growing army of Saberling.
I don't know. How are you gonna deal with Seth's like broken blue cards? Plus, we can't kill Jake. It's impossible. He has like too much stuff. Plus, I want
Well,
to cast my
like,
spells. Jake
The
doesn't
Verdant
prevent me from
Force does
casting spells.
cost 8 mana, so that's a lot of mana just recast each time.
Not to mention that Tortured Existence plus Zaldun every turn means he gets any creature or any black card every single turn. And he just sculpted his hand by drawing 9. I think we're going to have to kill him basically now or never. And we have to do it through one counter spell too, because he's got 5 mana up for his whatchamacallit, the gain control spell.
All right, so here we go. Tomer,
Well, I just had an agreement with Seth that I'm not blowing up his stuff this turn.
do it.
Tomer. I drew you so many cards, Tomer. I drew you so many cards.
Oh my
If you
God.
just waited one turn, I would have done it.
We're all gonna die in one turn when he untaps with all of his mana.
Yeah, but
I don't have anything
had
that good.
we had an agreement. I'm sorry.
All right, so you're not gonna ping it. Then I
Not
will
gonna
have to
ping it.
reduce its power. You can't deal 1 damage anyway, can you, Jake?
I mean,
Can you kill the prism? I guess I'm asking you the same question. Can you deal 1 damage? Because I can't.
kill the prism?
Yeah,
What prism?
the artifact creature prism.
you want to kill my prism?
Why do you want to kill?
Because if Tomer
Tomer's
doesn't
prism?
participate here by killing the thing, then what we're going to do is I'm going to bounce his Taniwha, untap, bounce his Taniwha, and he can't pay twice, and then we'll just kill Tomer instead.
I'll
How
defend
does that
you
help
with
us
my
deal with
desertion.
How does that help with Seth?
This is
Because
like
it's not-
vengeance
Tomer's
talking.
not helping us. So
I already gave
might
my
as-
word to Seth, though. Like, I can't just break my word with Seth.
sure you can.
Yeah, but no, but that has repercussions afterward. Just like how I know, like, when not to trust Jake, because he always breaks his word. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, are we just gonna do nothing and sit here and stalemate?
I mean,
You
no, we're not
kill
going to do
me.
nothing. We're going to let Seth kill us all. Is what's going to happen, I think.
Are
I
you
just
really
realized
that
I have
scared
a
of
6-4
me?
and a 2-5. I mistook my 0-1s for something legitimate.
You drew
Seth
9
just has-
cards, and you have a free regrowth every turn. We're pretty scared of you right now.
Oh.
I deal with him on my turn, but like I said, Seth agreed to not pay for Mystic Remora, and I said, I'm not going to ping him.
1 card for your life? Is that what you're worth?
I'll attack him next turn, or my upcoming turn.
Why Taniwha's face out?
I'll have lands.
That's true.
All right. So you're not killing it, right, Tomer?
I'm not killing it.
Thank
Not
you,
this
Tomer.
specific turn.
What does this say? If I kill creatures, do I still get them? Gain control of all creatures blocking. So if they're dead, I don't get them.
Yeah, I think they need
Yeah.
to live.
Huh.
I mean, you can at least attack with Craw Giant, though. Like, you're going to trample over for damage.
I'll just most likely block with Deep Spawn.
Yeah. So I will reduce its toughness. I will play.
I know, but he tramples over. You'll trample over for 8 over the 1 toughness. Even if he blocks with, like, he can't even get ahead by blocking because of the Rampage.
Rampage is only 2 or more blockers.
it's
That
2 or
doesn't
more. It
trigger
has to
on
be
the first
beyond
blocker.
the first.
Oh, it's not 2 per blocker?
No.
Beyond the first. 2 beyond
Oh.
the first.
Well, I think if you trample for 5, I'll still be okay. I think I might be able to take out Seth.
Oh my god. He removed his head. And he was like, yeah, no big deal.
He's putting it back on. He's regenerating.
Oh, does he put it back
I
on?
think he's putting
Okay,
his
that
own
makes more
head back
sense.
on, yeah.
I thought he was just like showing off, like, look guys, you can regenerate, no big deal.
Good party trick.
Yeah.
Okay, can we kill him with the wretched?
I think we can. If you attack for 2, and I attack for a bunch, I think we can possibly get around it.
Alright. Well, we will try. Attack, Saffron, Olive.
No lure on it? That would have been pretty sweet.
That is the combo, but I don't have the lure. Unless, Jake, you have the lure.
I don't have a lure.
Walking with the cockroach.
Well,
So I guess I was confusing it with Bushido then, which is X amount per blocker.
Yeah.
Or even, yeah.
Bushido was like
For
that.
each creature blocking it beyond the first, so it doesn't get it on the first one yet.
Snake basket.
Snake basket.
Ye old basket full of snakes.
Nice.
Tomer draws more cards.
Hooray.
Ooh, dealt him 1 more damage with the cockroaches.
Yep.
Coming back.
Wait, can you draw on other people's turns or only? On your turn. Okay.
Only on his turn before attackers.
What do you have? Some combination of lightning bolts over there, Jake?
I wish I did. I think right now I'm going to start by sacrificing a sapling and try to draw a card.
You can return his stuff, and then he'll tap down below desertion.
Well, that's one thing I can do. I don't know if it's good enough. I'm going to start with that.
Radic portal on. Okay.
The problem is he drew 9 cards. Like, the odds of him having a different counterspell are pretty high.
Well, he has to have 2 counter spells.
I mean, he only has to have 1.
Well, yeah, true, but...
We know he has the other one. Now he only needs... Alright, he let it return to his hand, so maybe he only has desertion? Well, if he really wants desertion to work, then the next thing I get to do is... I guess I can save that.
You can bounce again, right?
Yep, right. I'm going to bounce another creature. See if he wants to pay this time. And now he let that be returned as well. I need to Google blue instance in this time era and see if he can return all my attackers to my hand.
No, I don't think there's an Aetherize effect.
There's no Aetherize even like close to it, right?
Just evacuation is the closest.
I think evacuation. But either way, like, what are you going to do, not attack? Like...
Yeah, he's going to evacuate either way. I guess he could evacuate after combat if I attack someone else. I guess this is your last chance if you want me to attack someone else before you evacuate and you want to tell me you have it.
Well,
But I don't think he's... Tell me?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. And, yeah. Take these sapperlings. Unfortunately, he is going to get the chump block to 7/7. We'll do some amount of damage.
Hmm.
We're all going to die now. He's going to untap. And cast Stasis.
Does he really have an infinite combo this turn? I really don't think so.
I don't have infinite combos.
Yard, right?
But is he going to win this turn?
Seems unlikely.
I have answers. That's why I don't really care too much about what Seth's doing.
Which means Tomer has counterspells.
Oh, why would I have counters? I'm just a blue player.
And you get your lands back.
Yeah. Joyous day. I'm most worried about Jake right now just because he has 8 cards and he has a Verdant Forces. Keep on trucking.
If
and
you could
Aiden
see
to
my
get
cards,
back anything.
you would just laugh and laugh and laugh at how bad they are. I'll cast some of them for you. It'll be really funny. Watch this. I have a 2/3. When it deals combat damage to an opponent, I can search my library for a force card, put it on the battlefield. No, put it in my hand.
That card is vintage and green.
Yeah, John value. Let's see. What
What
else?
I'm mostly just afraid of the Verdant Force. If he didn't have that, then I wouldn't really be too afraid.
I think I'm going to pass here. Now, Tomer, are you going to attack Seth, or did you just say you wouldn't blow? Did you just say you wouldn't blow up his stuff, or you wouldn't mess with him at all? I guess
I don't want to take out Seth right now because I have answers to him, and he doesn't have a board right now.
You don't know what's in his hand.
Yeah, but I said I have answers to him.
You have like 6 counterspells?
No, but if we went into a counter war or something like that, I have ways of stopping whatever shenanigans he has, and he has an empty board, so he's gonna have to waste mana just trying to do stuff.
Tomer, just ping him 7 times. You got it.
I didn't even ping anybody.
Oh, you
That's
can't.
a shame.
No, you can ping players.
No, I didn't ping anybody this turn. Is what I meant. I think I'm gonna let the Remora die. Sad.
How many cards do you got?
Like 6?
10?
6, maybe 7?
I don't want to pay for that. That's dumb.
Oh, Taniwha phased out. Can't even kill Seth.
Well, I have no way to wipe the board, unfortunately, but I could make sure that at least I am difficult to deal with unless the board is wiped.
Well, if you are interested, I can wipe the board on my turn. And your Taniwha is phased out, so it would come back in. It would not be affected.
Does it kill artifact creatures?
It kills everything.
Oh.
So
next time.
I mean, you can counter it if you want to, but
no, I'm very happy with you wiping the board at the moment.
It's got a disc. It's got to be a disc.
well, there's
And some way to untap it.
maybe wiping the board is everything on the board will die, but the board probably will not be completely empty when my turn is over.
Huh. Well, you're gonna play stuff afterwards, is what you mean?
Living death?
Ooh.
Oh.
We can't afford a living death. We can't just let him do that. He gets what? Oh, does he not get that much?
No,
Zaldu?
Jake wins from the living. Oh no, you.
No, I don't.
Use your
He
Phyrexian
gets,
thing.
he gets Plague Bearer.
Zaldu, Tradewind, Doppelganger, Pirate. Yeah, we can't afford that. Scrivener getting back. Yeah.
So, just to be upfront, that's what I could do next turn potentially. Figure out if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, but
I don't actually want that to happen, but I don't actually have a way to stop that.
really? With all your counter
Your zero
spells and
counter
blue
spells?
mana?
After all this
I don't-
posting about counter wars and
I
winning.
have a really good. Oh, okay. We'll see. All right, that's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing cards. Oh, I just realized I can.
Are you gonna lightning bolt me to death with your mono blue
No,
char?
I don't want to.
Char, Snapcaster, Char.
I'm going to hold off on this. Play that. Don't
Okay.
discard.
Seth,
Yes.
who is the scariest player on the board right now? Yourself excluded.
Probably you.
Really? Just the Verdant Force?
Well,
That's at 7 life.
yeah.
Actually,
39
yeah.
all
lives.
all of your boards are lethal, actually, to me at the moment. So I think you're all relatively scary. Why? Are you trying to talk me out of living death?
I am. I have something that can take care of. Let me see. That can take care of Tomer if you can counter back his counter and you leave the board intact.
I think I just literally my hand. You think it's good because I drew a bunch of cards, but if I don't deal with the board, any one of you could kill me before my next turn. Like I have Brood of Cockroaches, Treasure Trove, 5 lands, a Desertion. Not much going on. So I don't think I have any choice but to living death, is what I'm trying to say. So see what happens.
God, this is so bad for me. I think Tomer comes out ahead. What do you have?
Huh?
No?
I'm going to get Luzon back. Ooh, I'm going to get my pingers. Yeah,
Oh
I might do
no,
this.
not pingers. I'm at 7.
So it's
Oh, wait.
sacrifice, right? It's regeneration, not useful.
Nope. And ping.
You really didn't have any counters.
Nope.
Wow.
Oh, wait. I'm going to have one more effect. That is a weird question.
Oh no, your hand is back.
It's back.
Wait, Seth has a really scary board all of a sudden. And he has a Plague Bearer.
I have things that kill Plague Bear.
Many
Two things
things that kill
I
Plague
have
Bear.
2 things that do. Yeah.
I
Oh, I
still
have somebody's sickness now.
there's still a pretty good chance that I think I'm still likely to die before I untap, even after all this.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you can make infinite mana in these sets, but if you can, it's with a Basalt Monolith, probably.
Yeah.
Response.
I-
I will.
What's the one-card combo? Is that Power Artifact?
The one-card combo outside of this set is Basalt, whatever it's called. Not Basalt, Rings of Bright Hearth.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if Power Artifact or what else works otherwise.
Ooh, Capsize was a good one.
Yeah, a little more defense. Try to stay alive. Play Mishra's Factory, and I'll just pass the turn.
Yeah, the tokens.
Do you have any counterspell at all, Tomer?
In my hand?
Yeah.
No.
God. Yeah, I think Seth is going to kill us here, unfortunately.
I don't think so.
I
still
really
have
don't have
response.
much going on.
The Capsize is a bit annoying, but
Capside is ridiculously annoying.
What is
Yeah.
it's 5?
6.
Cast and buyback 6.
Yeah.
I have counter magic in this deck. It's just not in my hand.
So can you kill him, Jake? What do you have here?
I can't through counter magic.
Well, if I attack him with Singer Vampire, he might capsize it.
Or he might trade one and have one less thing we need to worry about.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I think I want to attack with it.
I think so too. I think your play this turn, if you don't have anything good in hand, is just Snake Basket for a bunch on his end step, maybe, and try to...
I have to do it as a
Right?
sorcery. Has to be as a sorcery.
Oh, because this is alpha, or whatever it is. All the cards are bad.
I don't think I can take this damage, so I'm just gonna cast without buyback on the vampire.
Without buyback.
Dang.
I'm not tapping out, even for a capsize.
I guess I would only give him 4 mana, no, whatever it's called.
Whoa, sacking the token?
Whenever the Pirates attacks and isn't blocked, you may gain control of target artifact.
Am I dead?
No, this doesn't do anything.
Or you're just making lots of tokens?
Oh,
Just make mistakes.
okay.
Snakes.
Because I can't play any spells because of Mr. Counter Magic over here. Jeez.
Wow, that's a lot of
These snakes are pretty
though.
sweet. There's actually a snake token.
Are they not artifacts?
They're token
The green-
creatures.
green token creatures.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking they were artifacts.
Tap 2 untap creatures control. You can tap 3 creatures essentially to return a permanent.
I mean, you can just actually. He has a 1/4 chump, 1/4 wall here, which pretty much stops you, Jake.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, for sure.
That's a pretty good defense.
Can you-
Bugbear-
Okay, so here's what I need to happen, okay? I need you to be able to bounce or kill 1 creature, Tomer. Can you do that?
I don't really want to kill Seth right now. I have a really good card against him.
You don't want to kill Seth.
No.
He's going to untap with a active Tradewind Rinder, active Plague Bearer,
Also,
Active
a deep
Tortured
spawn.
Existence.
Don't forget deep spawn.
Oh, Deep Spawn is here.
he's got... Yeah.
What do you
He's
want me to
got the-
bounce?
I don't want you to do anything yet. I want you to tell me you can bounce or kill 1 creature.
I could bounce 1 creature.
Okay. I'm going to give you an opportunity to kill Seth, and then if you don't, then whatever, I guess it's up to you. I'm not even going to ask. So, I'm going to cast... Dun 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 dun... Where is it? Thundermare. 6 mana, 5/5 haste.
Oh my.
But why do you have to kill a creature?
Yeah, I don't understand.
So what's going to happen here is he's going to steal it, is the problem. And then he's going to have a 5/5, and then I'm going to need you to get it out of the way so you can kill him with your general.
I do need to steal it.
But the problem is, Plague Bearer also can kill it. Or kill my general. If I'm
No,
trying to
can't.
swing in for 7.
No,
He has
can
11
tap
mana.
out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it does take a lot of
Also, he
mana.
has to pay 5 right now to take the Thundermare.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a card. before this thing gets tapped.
I guess I could try to kill Seth.
And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to erratic portal back my Thundermare to force him to tap another mana so he can't animate Mishra's Factory and block with that.
Yep, that pretty much does it.
And then if you just decide that Seth is somehow not a threat and you want to attack someone else, then, like I said, that's up to you. I can't make you attack.
Also, do you have any good bargains for me?
I could... Living Death again? Reckless Spite? Creatures of your choosing? That's probably...
He has Plague Bear, Trade Wind, his goal, his deal would be if you let him live, he is going to win the game. I think that's the only thing he can offer.
How's he gonna kill? Is it? Oh, Taniwha's gonna phase in. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
But then I'm basically dead.
But there's a
right
5/5 over here.
If you take care of Seth, I will not attack you next turn. You can have a turn of respite.
You hate me that much, Jake?
I don't hate you. You're just way ahead. You have an active trade win and active all kinds.
Yes,
of Wait,
yes.
Will you hold your word this time? If I kill Seth, you're not going to do anything bad to me next turn. Not anything bad to me next turn.
Nothing. I won't blow up your permanents. I will not attack you.
Done.
I'm predicting Tomer to die
I also
next
have
turn.
a little bit of insurance. If you didn't take that, I have something to prevent you from attacking me this turn. So just putting that out there.
Oh no! I stacked it wrong. Ah! No!
That's Mitgo for you.
Man, I'm gonna have to take the damage to do this. Ah, that's bad. That's bad.
Can you still do it?
Yeah, I can still do it. It's just really bad for me. Alright, so I have capsize, obviously, because I'm a blue player. And I guess I'll just cast it then. Boop. Not the way I wanted to do it. Alright. And attacking.
Well, probably a good choice. I guess I was pretty far ahead.
I guess.
So do you have an actual theme to your deck, or are you just playing really good blue and black cards and like recursion sort of stuff?
Wait, why are you attacking me? Oh,
I want to draw a card. This is 1 damage.
Just hit Seth with it, man. Jeez.
You know what this means, Tomer? You just killed me, and I haven't cast my commander yet. Another week has gone by without the commander making an appearance.
As is tradition.
I was gonna cast it next turn though, so it's on you. If anyone brings it up in the chat, I was gonna cast it next turn, but you killed me.
I'll take that. My bad.
Wait, are all your lands phased out?
Yep.
Except for one tapped island.
I am tapped out.
Wait, how did this island... Oh, he played
Played it after.
I guess I don't.
Jake, do you have a fog effect?
If you attack me, I do. And if you attack Tomer, who you didn't promise not to attack, I only promise not to attack, then I don't.
I'll kill 2 things of yours.
I'm not sure he cares about 2 when he has 12, but yeah.
Well, here's my chance.
you have to deal with Jake afterwards.
I can deal with Jake. Jake can't counter my stuff. We can play a good old fair game of Magic here.
I also mentioned I didn't have counter magic.
Force of Will?
Oh. No, you got it.
Just so you know, I will save myself to save Tomer. Just FYI. So if you send these half and half, I am going to have to fog, and Tomer's going to live. And I'm not allowed to attack him on this turn, so I won't be able to take him out.
Oh, I'm taking out those 2 things.
Alright, how many of these actually need to go to Tomer? So Tomer has...
He's got no mana available, so you should be safe with 4.
On me.
But if he has some sort of free spell, I don't think they had really any free spells back in the day. You might want to do 5.
They did have free spells.
Like the one where you exile 1 from your hand to bounce a creature. I play that in Talrand.
Attack Tomer, attack Tomer, attack Tomer, attack Tomer. 5, 6. Alright, here we go.
Just to be extra careful.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Am I going to attack Jake with the other ones?
No, because he can fog. I need to make sure you die. I mean, if he's tricked me, then he's tricked me. We'll duke it out. But I can't afford this to.
You got me.
Well, me and Richard got rid of the two scariest players somehow. And now we just get to throw random 2/2s and 4/4s at each other and see what happens.
I had Colossus Astartes in my hand, and I was waiting so long to play it.
I've heard that mentioned like 6 times now. What does that card even do?
It's just like like the oldest like fatty, like the proto fatty. It was like a 9/9 trampler artifact, and you have to pay 9 mana to untap him.
Nice.
Actually, I don't know if I can beat Jake. He can draw so many cards.
Well, I drew a land. Is that good?
I can't minimize my screen, unfortunately.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do, and hopefully you can't do anything about it. I am going to play dun 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 Elder Dragon Victus Asmati.
7/7 flyer.
Sure.
And it has super fire breathing where I can use any color of mana to fire breathe it.
And he's
What next?
Doomblade proof. Because he is black.
Yep. There is a surprising amount of that Doomblade-like stuff that only kills non-black things. Harbinger of night, so I can take out all the snakes.
Dear. Oh, dear.
Before he finds another overrun effect.
Sure. So it's
And-
up at the beginning of your upkeep?
Yeah,
Alright.
you have 1 turn.
And play a land. And I don't think I'm going to be activating Zera, so I'm going to attack for a whopping 1 damage. Yeah. Here we go.
Why are you
'Cause I
not
can't-
attacking?
He is a flyer.
Why does he want to save his mana? What can he do?
What did I already tell you that I had?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
I have a fog.
But your fog costs 5 mana? I'm so confused.
Oh, I think it's the buyback fog.
There's a buyback fog?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's the buyback fog.
I'm pretty sure there's a buyback fog from
That
Tempest.
sounds so broken.
I think it costs like 5 mana.
I gotta look this up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So I guess you can like super fire breathe me down here, right?
There's constant miss, but the buyback is sacrifice of land, which I guess I could afford right now, couldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, you have plenty.
Oh, it's a -1/-1 counter. Well, that's really annoying. How can I do anything about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, no. Let me do this. Use this.
Oh. I mean, like the creatures are gonna die, but still, we'll have a 6/6 on the board.
I guess these things just run in there.
Is that just like the best
I
creature?
kind of lied. So
What can you do?
I don't have a fog. I have a fog that also gain me
yeah.
whatever this is, 10 life.
But
Right.
you still could
Fog of bonus.
have drawn a card. So you must have another fog that costs more mana.
Also, I'm not loving the fact that you have a verdant force. So I think I'm going to banish it away to somewhere else.
No.
Dark banishing, destroy it, cannot be regenerated. Alright.
Well, you should have
Oh,
sacrificed.
actually, yeah, I should have sacrificed a one.
The guy's gonna
Yeah.
die. No,
Yeah.
snakes. Oh, we have to pay mana for this guy too. Huh?
Yeah, I think I might just have barely not enough to kill you this turn. We'll see. If you could do me a favor and always yield to this, that would be incredible. You can kill me on the attack step if you like. Alright, so he's breathing some green fire, he's breathing some red fire, he's going to breathe some black fire. Blood for the blood god. Dark banishing is too expensive. Does he have a 1 in a black or 1 in a green. Does he have a fog of his own? He could have a constant mess here. We'll see. So this is 20. This is only 22. So there we go. No fog.
What is this?
Cast
Reprieve.
Sacrifice. I guess.
Oh, please don't tell me this is constant miss. This is going to be the stupidest card.
Yeah.
This is dumb. I was debating between Respite and Constant Miss, and you know what I said? I said, no, Constant Miss is stupid and not fair. And I didn't put it in my deck. I need
I
to
thought you
learn
said
to
you
be...
didn't know it existed.
I didn't realize it existed whenever you were trying to describe it. I didn't remember that was the card it was describing. I considered it when I was building my deck.
That's a sweet card.
This is dumb. Dumb.
Trample, right? Okay.
I call dumb.
Well, this is awkward because I'm still gonna die to this thing.
No, it's not awkward. You have 6 turns of sacrificing lands, and I can't do anything about it because I don't have a despise or duress or whatever.
But I'm not making progress. Well,
You'll make plenty of progress. I'm dead. I can't beat Constant Miss, basically.
Well, he's gonna run out of lands eventually.
yeah, that's
He's gonna
Yeah.
have to, he's got 7 cards in hand. He's got a Volrath Stronghold. He'll find something else to do first.
Well, one of those cards is constant miss, so you always got that working in your favor.
Yep.
Okay, he's got 6 cards in hand.
He needs a board wipe before he goes down too low on mana that he can't even cast a board wipe.
We got Singer Vampire.
That's a start.
Oh no, what is this? This is return unless I pay 1, right?
On-board tricks, baby. I might have this. So I'm going to Erratic Portal.
I,
I'm going to untap. I'm going to Erratic Portal, and then he can either fog or keep Senger on the field.
How do I pay for this? What is going on?
Wait for it to resolve.
Always shield. There we go.
The unfortunate part of this is that because I'm having to do this twice, I can't sacrifice my Harbinger. So, let's do this. Now I can sacrifice Harbinger, or I don't want to get another -1/-1 counter next turn, I don't think. So I'm going to sacrifice the Harbinger itself, even though it had another turn to live. -1 counters. Pay for Vivictus. Bounce your Sanger? Question mark.
How much mana do you have now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I would take 18 damage. How am I gonna get rid of this Vivictus? Problem is you can just keep doing this, and I'm going down lands every turn. Tap. Okay. You can bounce it.
Okay. I'll attack. How much do I have to do with this to force you to fog? That's the question. It's actually a pretty interesting question, too. Let's see. Alright, let's do 8 this turn. I can't kill you, so. Now, what am I afraid of? A Wrath, I guess? Recast Adun. And then I will cast. There we go. Whati.
2
5 mana,
damage
3/3
to
damage to
target
it.
attacking or blocking creature. Okay.
And I'll see what you can do.
Huh. That works.
Uh-oh.
No. But you got a dude. How much does it cost to cast this guy again? How many times has he died?
I just paid 5 for it, so it'll be 7 next time. Which is roughly a third of my mana. I guess closer to half, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. This is interesting. You making me kill all my lands has kind of hurt me here.
I didn't make you buy back that spell. You could have just. Not
The
bought it
problem
back.
is
That
if I
would've been
kill
fine with
the
me.
Invictus, you get him back. This is like really annoying. Your
No,
commander's like,
I won't give Invictus back. How will I give Invictus back?
Adun?
Adun doesn't have any abilities. Don't worry about Adun. He's a 1/2.
Invictus costs what? 2, 4, 6, 8. So it costs you 11 when you have like plenty of mana. So I will have to cast Royal Assassin.
Uh-oh.
And that will be my play.
Interesting. Well, what do I do? I can pump 13 times, but you pretty obviously have something. Unless you're just really confident in your bluffing skills. So I pump 13 times, you kill it, I Adun it back, I cast it. It's not really fast enough. Well, what am I saying? He has. First of all, he can always just cast the fog, buyback or no. It's up to him. So what do I do about that? I need that Royal Assassin gone. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a rather spicy card that may or may not do anything here. I'm going to cast Recycle. Skip your draw step. When you play a card, draw a card. Your maximum hand size is 2. So this does count lands. I'm going to start with a forest. I'm going to try to dig for something to get Royal Assassin off the table. Start by attacking. You're not going to attack or block here. So I'm going to attack with this as well. I'm going to leave back my general, though.
What is that, 8 damage? Alright.
Alright, he's letting himself go down to 10. So, Vivictus is going to die. That's basically for certain. So what can he do here? Is spot removal going to be good enough to get him back in the game? Does he have a Wrath of some sort? So I'm going to return Harbinger, cast Harbinger, so that Royal Assassin will eventually die. So that you'll have to do something else besides just spamming me with Royal Assassin once it's ready. Oh, okay, cool. That's a good card. So next I'm going to cast Ensnaring Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Or rather, the early...
Oh, it's Force Field. Okay, I can deal with Force Field.
And now I can finally pass. And I have to discard because my max hand size is 2.
Okay, well, I'll kill this thing. And I will cast Singer Vampire. And I will cast Regrowth, targeting regeneration.
Okay, Erratic Portal, Singer Vampire.
Sure.
Alright. Harbinger is gonna take out the Royal Assassin, but also put -1/-1 counters on my creatures. Erratic Portal, Singer? Alright, now what can I do?
Alright, tapped out.
Can I do anything with that, though? That is the question. Well, I think the first thing that I'm going to do, because it lets me draw a card with Recycle, is I'm going to Thundermare.
No, am I dead? Let's see. Haste.
I can deal 5 instead of
No.
3. And I guess I have to do this in response because I'm not paying attention. What do I want to get back? I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to have a bunch. Get back the Victus, I guess. Bash in for 5. And pay a bunch of mana for Victus. Although, I have enough... I don't know. No, I think I have to cast this. I have to present a little bit more of a threat to force him to constant miss every turn. Or I guess wipe the board. Wipe the board would obviously be horrible for me, but I have to do what I can do. And then I'll pass? Yeah. I have to discard.
Oh my god. I drew a nightmare. It's a 6 mana 2/2 flying.
Nice. Nice. So, Constant Miss does read prevent all combat damage, not combat damage to you. So you shouldn't get any Stinger things if you Constant Miss and block, which is good for me. Alright, what next? Pay the tribute to Vivictus. Okay. And let's lead off with an actual good card, believe it or not. I'm going to play... Oops, that's too much. I'm going to cast Grave Pact, which gets around regeneration. When a creature I control dies, each other player sacks a creature. Cast a Finhornell so I can draw another card. Play a land so I can draw a card. Sacrifice this guy. Okay. You get a token you can sacrifice. Alright. Attack for 7 and attack for 5. So this should force Constant Miss to be used.
I guess I can just wait until this step. Wait, what does it say? Whenever a creature dealt damage. This says prevent all combat damage. Okay.
Alright.
There's my wrap.
Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Nevinral's Disc. And stupid... Alright, I'll discard Vhati il-Dal. I actually had a copy of your General, Richard. And a land.
So my Royal Assassin combo is assembled. Except I'm missing the Royal Assassin. No, it doesn't really do anything. I don't know why you're at 48 life.
Would you like to return it with Erratic Portal?
So I have to Constant Miss either way. Actually, yes, please return it.
Get an Adun activation. I'll go get a... What will I go get? Uktabi Orangutan. So I can take care of this Icy Manipulator. So it will not manipulate me Icily.
No!
Alright.
I think I have like 2 outs.
Play Orangutan. Orangutan. Orangutangutan. Kill Icy. Tapping Erratic Portal. Do I want to use that in response? I suppose I should. Yeah, I'll get back. Thundermare sounds fun, since you're at 5 life. I will not pay.
Wait, you just return it to your hand?
Yep, that's how Erratic Portal works if you don't pay.
But why would you get Thundermare? It just taps, right?
It taps all of the creatures when it enters the battlefield, and it's a 5/5 haste.
Oh. I'm priced into doing this anyway.
And then I will cast... Oh, I'm not going to cast anything in Declare Blocker step, that's for sure. Alright. I don't know that I have anything left good to go get, but I'm going to cast Spirit of Life and stock my graveyard for Adun.
Alright, I think this is actually I need to actually draw something here, because once I go down to 5 lands, I'm not going to accomplish anything. Nope. You got it, Mr. Styles.
Sweet. Finally, this is my first win.
I didn't want to like fog for 5 more turns.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah, sweet.
I had so many sick combos, but I just didn't have them. I had Singer Vampire, Baron Singer in my hand.
Oh god.
Vampire Tribal Synergy.
I had a Provoke, but I needed a Basilisk and a Lure that I could get out of that. Just with that combo.
Fun.
But I ran out of mana. That was the big issue. The buyback was costing me dearly.
I gotta tell you, I am really surprised that either Seth or Tomer did not win that game. I was very at different points in the game. I was like sure that each of them was going to win, and that changed a little bit. But yeah,
I don't think my hand actually had anything when I was dead. I mean, I had Taniwha coming out, so it would have hit for 7 and would have killed Seth, or it would have just been blocked. So yeah, I don't think I had much of a chance that time.
cool. So you guys saw the most of my deck. I'll go first. My deck was sweet if the game goes slow enough, because Adun just means none of your creatures ever really die. There's not really that much exile of stuff in early game Magic, so even when you guys were able to kill my stuff, I was able to get it back eventually. So it did what it was supposed to do. It just kept on getting value and kept on casting creatures, and thankfully, you know, surviving the crazy blue decks and being able to attack for lethal eventually.
Yeah, it was very grindy card advantage. Like you weren't drawing a lot of cards every single time, but you were steadily drawing a card every single turn with the sacrifice clause, and then getting back another creature. So you're essentially getting back 2 cards each turn.
Yeah, and individually it doesn't do a lot, but I had like a toolbox thing going on where I could sacrifice creatures if I needed to. I could bounce creatures with Erratic Portal, which like effectively took off everyone of like 1 or 2 mana if they thought I would target them with it. So yeah, it worked out. Finally, I'm really happy to have won my first Commander Clash.
Congrats, man. It was good. I guess I can talk about mine. I was really happy with Taniwha. Actually, when I built it, I was very excited to play it, and it kind of worked out a little bit how I expected it to go. But I didn't get to the really sweet cards that was going to really make the phasing land thing beneficial. I had
you
3
kill
cards.
All our lands, yes or no? That's what I want to know. I was really afraid you were going to just kill all of our lands. Could you do that?
I had no way to kill lands, but I had a card that's... Ooh, well, I had ways to... Yeah, okay, yes. Alright, so there's one card called Mana Vortex that I put in. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they sacrifice a land, and I would basically not lose a land because I would have them all phased out during Taniwha, so I'd only sacrifice a land every other turn, essentially, while everybody was sacrificing land every turn, so I'd be up on that. There was another one called Mana Breach. Whenever you cast a spell, you return a land to your hand. So again, when I have Taniwha out, I wouldn't be returning any lands anyway, so that gets extra value. And there was one more. I can't find it right now. Oh, Land Equilibrium. If an opponent controls at least as many lands as you do, he or she sacrifices a land for each land he puts into play. So if I have 0 and you put a land, any land, into play, doesn't matter how many lands you have, you're going to sacrifice it immediately. So that was like my kind of stacks toolbox that I just never drew into.
So you can't just wipe out our lands, but you can keep us from advancing our mana, basically.
Yeah. Well, I would have slowly chipped away at your lands with Mana Vortex and Mana Breach.
We'd have to make a land drop every turn to remain even.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you just played a bunch of spells and then Mana Breach would have hurt you. But the problem with those, and that I've been noticing with my deck, is it doesn't have a lot of defensive capabilities. If I was going to keep playing with Taniwha, I would, in the future, try to focus on more defensive cards, maybe even just walls, because if I played one of those cards, I for sure would have been hated out of the table, and without playing those cards, I just didn't have many defenses, so I was a good target. I also had a bit of a ping theme, and I had an infinite combo off it. I ran Curiosity and Mind Over Matter, so the combo is have a pinger, have Curiosity on it, and Mind Over Matter, ping a person, which makes you draw a card, then discard a card to untap it, and then rinse, repeat, and kill the board. And then I had Power Artifact of Basalt Monolith. I could have done Brain Geyser, but that was it. So I could have killed one person with it, but that's it. So yeah, very fun deck. I definitely want to revisit it at some point with a little bit of tweaks. But yeah, it was fun.
Well, in my deck, I spent a long time looking at cards like Stasis and other cards that I knew everyone would immediately hate out on. And I ended up deciding not to play anything at all like that. And my deck was... Yeah, I didn't play any...
Stasis?
No Stasis, no Humilities,
I am so disappointed.
But I just...
Seth, you're going against your true calling.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I figured after the humility week, I did promise that I wasn't going to lock people out of the game. So I built a pretty straightforward, like, blue-black control deck. It had some graveyard synergies, but there wasn't any, like, infinite combos or even a really strong theme. There was some graveyard stuff. I could mill myself with the deep spawn and then reanimate some of the big black creatures that can, I don't even know their names, but like 6 mana 6/6 that you gotta pay 5 mana for on your upkeep, and it can destroy a land or something. So there was some like horrible big fatties that I could reanimate. So I guess I was happy with how it turned out. And I think I was in a pretty good position at one point in the game, but I still ended up getting hated out anyway because I was a counterspell deck and just left up mana the whole time, so I still became the enemy even though I didn't play Stasis.
You also had a reputation for going infinite, even though you weren't playing it this time.
That's
so I guess that kind of worked against you too, because everybody was like, "Oh, he's gonna win this game," or he's gonna win this round, but you weren't going to.
Yeah, only with me can I play Brood of Cockroaches, and everyone freaks out and thinks they're about to die.
That's a combo piece. Get it. I'm a little bit sad. No Stasis.
My deck was pretty sweet. It had so many 2-card combos, and you saw basically half of every combo that game. So there was a bunch of lure synergies. So lure forces all creatures to block. So you saw the Wretched, which I could just take everything. You saw Craw Giant, which would pump up my Craw Giant when you block with all your tokens. I had Singer Vampire, Krovikin Vampire, which takes things it kills, and then also just the what's it called? Poison? Venom? Like the cockatrice. Yeah, the basilisk, that anything that gets blocked or blocks it gets destroyed. Yeah. And I also had a token sub-theme going on, so you saw that. That's how I killed Tomer with the Snake Basket. I had a bunch of other token generators, Verdant Force, Breeding Pit, and Overrun is legal, so that makes everything good. But I also had Fallen Angel. I also had Berserk, so I can double the power of my Fallen Angel or my Craw Giant and kill someone in one hit. And yeah, it was pretty sweet. I also had a Koth Emblem combo. So there's a card that makes all your land swamps. It's Hecatomb. Or no, wait. There's a card that makes all your land swamp, and there's another card that makes your swamps tap for 1 damage. So the tap 1 damage is Hecatomb. So I could build my own Koth Emblem and just like wipe the board. So I had a lot of sweet synergies, but unfortunately a lot of my creatures are X1s, and Tomer kind of hosed that with all his pingers, and then Seth was sitting there with his counter spells, so I couldn't actually cast any of my creatures. So it was actually very annoying that I couldn't power up any of my creatures in the mid game.
Could have been political with me. I think you were political with me. I don't remember pinging.
Yeah, but how many turns can I persuade you to not kill my X1s, right? Like maybe 1 or 2 turns, but eventually you'll get there.
That's true.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty sweet. We journaled around for a while, but when things got serious, people died pretty quickly. So
yeah, it wasn't like Pauper. It was a really long, grindy game, but it never felt. I feel like it never felt like nobody could win. Where Pauper felt like we had 2/2s, nobody could physically win, and the only way to win was with combos. Here we actually had threats, even though they were really dorky looking threats, where you had to like sacrifice islands just to untap them or something. They could still get the job done.
The problem was we drew too many cards. Like Seth drew like 10 cards, Tomer drew, 15 cards, even Jake drew.
I didn't draw cards, but I drew them out of my graveyard.
Yeah, you drew them out of your graveyard.
Well, you drew with the sacrifice thing, so one card
Yeah.
plus one card every turn.
Yeah,
So we were
Recycle
pretty
was a lot
grindy.
better than I expected it to be, too. Recycle helped me cycle through my deck at the very end.
All right, that wraps it up for Commander Clash. Tune in next week when we have a special tribal week. We have a predetermined list of tribes that we're going to be building around. It's called Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies. Should be a lot of fun. So until then, see ya!